Hello, Swift here for RUSE, Tales from the Battlefield, and this isn't RUSE today. Again, it's another Wargame commentary today. It's not going to be a regular thing, but I felt like doing another one because Wargame is actually the game I've been playing recently, and this was an entertaining game. So, I thought, why not? Also, it's going to help dampen down some of the, minor controversy over the last video, there. Like, I don't really understand what happened. I don't want to get involved with all that bruise sort of relationships. But suffice to say, I will filter submitted games to me. The game was submitted to me. I will filter submitted games to me more in the future to try and avoid this kind of thing happening. Now, let's just get on with this. So, Wargame escalation. I'm going to try and briefly perhaps explain the mechanics, because maybe some of you don't play Wargame. So you've got, it's not like RUSE where you build a base and then units. You deploy all your units at the start of the game. Okay, you use these command vehicles here to capture the points, to capture Bravo, Delta, Echo, Charlie, and all these sectors. So you have to have them inside the sectors to capture them. And then it kind of works like an admin in RUSE, if you think about it, that you get money, 3 in Delta, for example, 3 in Hotel, for sitting in that sector with your command track 2 in Foxtrot, for example. Some of them have reinforcement points, like these 2 home sectors. The red is packed, by the way, Warsaw packed, it's Cold War setting. And blue is NATO. And they have reinforcements, some of them have reinforcement points marked by the large and hopefully unmissable arrow. Yep. Anything else to say? There's a supply system in this game, supply and ammunition. So your FOB has supplies, and then you buy supply trucks. Now, before we start, I'm gonna describe. This guy's got a command helicopter. Now, those generally aren't a good idea to build, but because we said something along the lines of, Tega said, "I'm going left," and I said, "Okay, then I'll go down the middle." And then he said, "Guys, do you mind if I try something crazy?" And we said something like, "Not if it works." But then, so he suggested landing a command track. Samwise here. Samwise, by the way. Sorry. You probably recognize Tigga. Probably recognize Swift. They've been in earlier replays. But then Samwise is a random. But he was a good player and he communicated with us, and it's always nice to meet people like that. So that's the team of Warsaw Pact. NATO team is the PLF clan, so they are also a team. Important to note, this was not competitive, so they're probably messing around a bit themselves. Who knows? But yep, that's really all there is to say about that. So they're also a team on NATO now. But yeah, so he suggested buying the command helicopter, which is way more expensive than a command armor, but they are faster, not that much faster, mind you. And then landing it in Echo, and because it's a reinforcement point, buying loads of reinforcements and like then rushing their base with it. But that wouldn't work, because if you look, like, NATO's base is so much closer than Pact's to Echo, so so NATO would still get there first along the road. They travel fast along the roads in these games. See this road right here, all the way to Echo. That's interesting. Even though we were packed and I saved the replay, it's showing NATO sector names. Packed have different sector names. They have what, Dimitri, and I don't remember what else. Anna instead of Alpha. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. So then we switched our game plan. The plan now is for Tigga to go left, right, and just hold Foxtrot. Just need him to hold there. Depending on what happens, it's situational, like RUSE, he might push out. For me to go down the middle into Delta and push on Echo or Hotel, if Hotel seems quite empty. And then for Samwise now to go take Bravo and push on Echo as well. So we do want to cripple Echo, is the plan. But you know, that's one side making a plan. The other side also has a plan, and they haven't launched any beacons, so we have no clue as to what their plan is. Not that you see beacons. It's because it's a replay that you see beacons. They didn't see our beacons, and yeah, they didn't see our beacons, and if they put any, we wouldn't see theirs. So now, let's get through the deployment phase here. Just to show you a bit of what I'm deploying. This is all my stuff here. I have the command sector at home as well, me. Swift there, so I have a little bit less money because I'm sort of playing a supporting role in the middle, really just supporting whichever flank is hit harder, or the assault on a weaker flank. So that's why I did that. Now I have one Bertino, multiple rocket launcher vehicle. You'll see what that does later in the game. It causes carnage. T-55 AM1s are pretty cheap, nice and accurate. Like this, accuracy 7 there. And then T-80s is a main battle tank. They're accuracy 6, AP power 9. They're a nice all-around tank. I love them. And I've got another command track here. Oh, and I built the Smirch as well, which is kind of a long-range rocket launching artillery. That's all I have to say about that. Our teammate now, Samwise, is using an unarmored command vehicle. I never do that because they always get completely destroyed. Like, one hit in the head for these things. They only have 5 hit points. If you see below the pause button down here, they only have 5 hit points there, whereas the BRDMs there have 10 and they're armored, so like they can survive much more artillery hits. Gives you a bit of a lifeline, because artillery killing command trucks has been a bit of a problem, especially in the betas. I was in the betas for this game ever since the start, just like RUSE. Well, RUSE wasn't the very start now. Not the very start. Okay, so Foxtrot. VPZU's landing, special forces. Only 10 of them running to the building. They don't know there's 37, they might have done because they took some damage, so, but there's 34 paratroopers on the way. They could definitely take out the VPZUs when they decide to turn around. VPZUs are gonna get killed by those autocannons because there's just so many of them. I mean, look at that. That's 7 looks at. That's the amount you can build. He's lost one, so there were 8. He's built the max. There's unit limits in this game, and he's just driving them around. Now the autocannons are nice, but they die to stuff at long range, like big tanks. They're good against stuff with no armor, which is what Tig has got here, unfortunately. Oh yeah, worth noting, Tig is top of the 1v1 ladder. In this, I'm up there myself, actually. Unlike RUSE, I'm on the 1v1 ladder in this, but the ranked game isn't that. The ranked scene isn't that active on Wargame anymore. Same as RUSE. But yeah, I do have an ELO score. It's nice I included the ELO system with this game. I have a little infantry battle here. My Spaniard Canards against Legion Fama, which are better than me, but I outnumber them, so so I destroyed them. Actually, I don't know if they're better than me, because I'm 69 HE2. It's not bad. So yeah, just pause and describe the situation. The problem with Wargame on commentating is that all the action comes in bits, and it's hard to show everything. So coming up now, Tig has been completely, like, you know, the plan is destroyed here, because he's been like double, maybe even triple teamed here. Yeah, he's literally been triple teamed. There's the 3 players, at least partly triple teamed. So he's done well to just hold out this enclave, because he holds here gives him kind of much less control over the whole land. You know, they can't set up a front lines. So that was good of him. And he only managed to capture the Foxtrot for one for a little minute there to call in some reinforcements. Now, so he's been completely triple teamed, so, you know, he's doing well for what happened to him. So, I've brought as much as I could over here, my tanks and all this stuff, to help him. And then the rest of my stuff, Scots are useless, they got no guns, for example. The rest of my stuff is basically staying at home. Probably kind of unnecessary. I probably could have, I mean, my bird unit could have, I don't know. Doesn't matter anyway. The game is played, it's over. Now Samwise, this is the important thing. Samwise just said, I'm gonna take my tanks and roll them through their base because they got nothing to stop tanks. and he was right. So there's nothing here that can stop tanks. That's our artillery there. Some artillery has main guns, but not great ones. And then there's some support vehicles and MLRS here. But yeah, not much to stop him. The problem he has is that these little symbols mean he is in need of repair and running out of ammunition in his tanks, so he needs to get to supplies now. Like I said, there's supplies in the forward operating base there at Gulf. So the fighting's kind of cooled down. Tigger's still got control of the little part here. ATGM teams, anti-tank guided missile teams trying to move up, but not much use against VPZUs, which are far better anti-infantry. Same thing over here, ATGMs, which would be good against the tanks if they could reach the tree line, but yeah, there we go. There's too many tanks there, and they got absolutely destroyed, those poor guys. So destroyed that I can't even see their bodies anymore. Why am I playing this at 2 speed? Okay. Take a launch to beacon. Aha, the Delta Force. Now remember this. See these here? These Black Hawks and Delta Force and everything. There's all this like special forces all the way behind our base. And I don't think we saw it coming around, but we saw it early enough that we could get ready for it, as you saw the VPZU there. Now, normally VPZU wouldn't beat Delta Force, they're better, but VPZU were in the forest. It's didn't pause it just 1 second earlier. We're in the forest, in the cover, and Delta Force were actually on the road, out of cover, so they got beat. Unfortunately for them. And now, since NATO, blue team, has captured Foxtrot, they can actually call in reinforcements here where these Jupiters are. They can call in reinforcements off Foxtrot and send them down this road. And that is going to cause us no end of pain in this game. But there's not much we can do about it. It's an unusual way to play this map. You don't usually, because this isn't actually a 3v3 map either. This is actually a 1v1 or 2v2 map, but you can do that in Wargame. So you don't actually usually see this map being played this way at all. But so it was nice to have a completely different experience of the game. Now, look at this here. So there was they moved around from like Gulf here. They ran away from Samwise basically, and took Echo. But then I had some stuff left over. That's why I had some stuff left over. And I said, yes, I'm gonna go down and kill you. But unfortunately, I shot the wrong thing first because I actually wasn't watching my assault. I was doing something over here, managing my big tanks, which you don't want to lose. And just like that, just like when I was over here talking about something when I should have shown you, my T-55s missed the VAB PC and didn't kill it, which is well, I'll tell you, it wasn't a real blow. It was an absence of a real blow to the enemy team. There we go. But yeah, that's the way it happened, and I was kicking myself a bit for that. No need to do more of it now. Now this is kind of funny. Here's Luke's. Those armored recons I was talking about, they've come all the way around from Foxtrot, all the way around over here in our base. And only 4 of them left at this point. And my command truck is completely legging it, like, ah, help me, help me. And we know there's Delta Force on this side as well, so like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, it's just running. And then so we're thinking, oh, that artillery is all dead. But actually, MSTS have a main gun, you'll see there on the stat screen, main gun 2A64. Now it's a heat shell, which means it doesn't scale with distance, the AP. It's accuracy 3, which is horrible, but AP power 8. And Accuracy 3 really doesn't matter when they are literally face to face. There, they are so close to each other. So they're gonna hit every time, and they've got a main gun. Now AP 8 is enough to penetrate the Lux's front and side armor 1, rear 0, top 0. So actually those MSTAs are fairly well matched against the Lux there. If they could just get a shot off. And there they go. May not look like it, but they are firing. The big guns are their artillery guns. And there's only one Lux left. There, now the problems you looted successfully the Delta Force for the moment. Helicopters coming over in support there, sorry, better turn the tab off. Tab is toggle in this game, bit of a thing to get used to. But yeah, it's different from RUSE, as in you in that you set up kind of front lines happen, and then you like find weaknesses in your enemy, like kind of here, and try to bulge in. It's interesting. I mean, the same thing happens in RUSE really sometimes, but it's definitely a. And the more you play it, the more different the game gets to RUSE, I think. So here comes it. I didn't see that, unfortunately. I wasn't watching this side because not much ever happened on this side the whole game, but my recall got destroyed. And so I launched a defense beacon. The beacons are very useful when you're like me and take a voice communication, but Samwise wasn't. He was random, so it was useful to use the beacons. So I said, my recon got destroyed. Hey, there's Luke's coming this way, and he said, yeah, okay. And yeah, here goes another example of this. Oh yeah, that's Sega telling me to get my T-80 back, because you really don't want your heavy tanks to be near infantry. It's kind of their nightmare, because infantry is cheap and dangerous at close range. It's like RUSE, sort of. It doesn't work the same way as RUSE now. But yep. Now, so Samwise took those FOBs, refueled. This is kind of funny. The MLRS, 2 of them, I think there were 3, managed to escape into the woods here, deep woods. You can't see through woods with recon like you can in RUSE, so I don't think we even knew they were there. No one knew they were there, but they're very low on fuel. Not too low. They've got a 5th left. But yep, and they're running away. And so the T-72s came back, and they didn't have any recon even over here, so they didn't see them coming back. There's hills in this game, very important to note. The rolling landscape compared to RUSE. Now, if I'm a tank down here, I can't see anything up here. So that's can be very, very important for the gameplay. Sometimes. But yeah, so since they couldn't see him, the T-80s and T-72s just, as always, just rolled over and destroyed the the VAB PC, just as I pushed in as well. I mean, yeah, but you know. And the Sultan too. There's just a Sultan sitting in the car park pretending to be a car. Oh, there it goes. They were able to distinguish the military-looking vehicle from the civilian, or not exactly civilian, the transport truck there. But anyway, the way this game works is that if you lose all your command trucks, you die. Just gonna pause this. If you lose all your command trucks, you lose the game. So, Sikisaki here only has only has one command truck, the M577G. So he either wants to buy another one as soon as possible, or at all costs keep this one alive. Is the plan for him, because if it dies, they lose the game. Sorry. I'm not unexcited by this game. It's an exciting game, I think. Unfortunately, the excitement is slightly diminished because autocannons are so loud. Just listen to this. And okay, that doesn't even sound that loud anymore, but they are. You wouldn't be able to hear me if I didn't have the sound settings I have, unfortunately. So, he took his looks from up here. He did unfortunately get the command truck. Nothing you can do about that now, but he did get the Bravo command truck with those looks, but he brought them around. The watch, the co-commentator in my games. Now, he brought them around, but I was like, nope, I'm ready for you. got my T80 here on combat level 2. There's a veterancy system in this game, but we won't talk about that until another day. Infantry fighting vehicle there. So yeah, and I had my BRDM safely. Not very safely at all, because they're actually recons, and they could fairly easily see me there. I'm on like the edge of a swamp, so so that was a bit of a mistake. If they got a couple of lucky shots, I could have died there. But well, I was the lucky one. And yeah, then they pushed these weasels in because they did see my command track. They were like, "It's so close." But now here, you might have seen the Buratinos firing before, but there, that is what Buratinos are for. Those are multiple rocket launcher vehicles. It's called it's classified as a flamethrower, I think. And it just fires a barrage of rockets, lens flare-o-matic there, on the enemy, like so, and blows everything up. I mean, look at this, it's completely decimated. And at the same time, Tiga fired his Buratino from here. They were both a bit short, and they turned around without too much damage to themselves. And my infantry were going to come here and ambush them as they came down the hill. Anyway, weren't much use, and 3 of them died from Tiga's Buratino. But I didn't lose any points or anything, so it didn't matter. Now these weasels, we're not too worried about them. I mean, yeah, they're kind of dangerous running around our base, but we've got helicopters, can engage them from further away than they can fire. And I've got this T80 here, firing on them. I killed one there. But now, yes, exactly. Now here we see Samwise has moved through here, punched through everything, because there wasn't much to stop tanks. Just punched through, rolled all the way through, and the commander just had to run. It's like run, and then he was like, attack, and then Tiga was like, I'm attacking, and a T-55 isn't particularly accurate, but ouch, first time down. A bit of a lucky shot, but it would have happened very quickly afterward, even if it had been a miss. So it was a fun game, I think. Well played from both sides. It was nice. Again, not competitive, so people mess around in non-competitive games. Now, casualties. I didn't get many casualties, and I didn't get many kills, but I got the incomes. Got a third of our team's incomes because I just sat in that high income sector for the whole game. Tiga got almost no incomes, but he did exactly what he had to do. He held out against vastly superior forces there, didn't he? So yeah, severely stunted their opportunity for expansion and growth. And Samwise was the one who rolled all the way through the bases, killed everything, got more kills, sorry, and he got some command points and some casualties. Same command points as casualties, actually, 300, nice round number. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so as you can see here, it displays levels like RUSE, but I think levels they have a different system to RUSE. And then the numbers here are the ELO score, so let me take it there. 2316. Samwise actually remarkably on 1476. The default is 1500, so you gain from 1500 and lose from 1500, and I'm on 1782 at the minute. Yeah, time 14 minutes 15 seconds, so less than I thought. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. As again, don't plan on making a regular thing. I'm not particularly good at commentating on Wargame anyway, because I do RUSE, but it's a nice game to commentate on, actually. I think it's more exciting than RUSE to commentate on. It's a completely different game to play, not comparable to play, but a different game to commentate, that's for sure. Now, if you want more of these, there's actually you're in luck, because I have a friend who is going to make one of these every day. Wargame Weekend, I think he's calling it. Now, this video will be up in the middle of it, but YouTube is a wonderful thing. They will still be on his channel. And you got the link there, so if you want to watch more Wargame videos, just go watch him. And I will soon be bringing you one of those RUSE 3v3 tournament videos, I think. Now, school is starting on Monday. This is Friday I'm talking to you on, so that 3v3 game might be a bit late, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you for watching again. Swift for RUSE Tales from the Battlefield.